Hello students, welcome to the 7th video of trigonometry. In the 6th video, we have drawn the graphs, we found the periods of trigonometric functions, we learned what is a periodic function, okay, and we learned different forms of graphs. What did we learn in the previous video? We learned that period of sin x, period of cos x, okay, reciprocals of this, period of cosecant x, period of secant x, period is 2 pi, okay, and period of tan x and cot x is pi, okay. We did one graph in sine. See, we did this graph, let us say sine a of x, right, sine ax, okay. This period was 2 pi by a, okay. See, period of sin x is 2 pi, period of 2x will be what? See, general period is 2 pi, right, divided by this term 2, so period will be pi, okay. We can use this formula. So if we have sin x, cos x, cosecant x, secant x, period is 2 pi. If we have tan x and cot x, period is pi, okay. Now if we have sin x, sin ax, cos ax, cosecant ax and secant ax, the period will be 2 pi general period divided by this a, okay. You can take that as a formula. And if we have tan ax or cot ax, period of these two trigonometric functions will be pi divided by this a, general period divided by a, okay. We have studied this sin ax graph in the previous video. If you did not watch my previous video, please go watch that video, okay. All right, with this knowledge, we will solve these problems now, okay. Exercise 6b, first Roman, okay. We'll do second Roman also. In second Roman we have graphs, all right. So let me rub this part and let me explain you the first problem now, okay. The first one, cos 3x plus 5 plus 7, cos 3x plus 5 plus 7. See, the numbers here will not matter, okay. The numbers here will not matter, the period will not change, okay. Even if you have a constant here, let us say 7, the period will not change, all right. So it is like cos ax, right. What is the period of cos ax? General period of cos x, general period is 2 pi divided by this a. So similarly here, cos 3x, period of cos 3x or 3x plus 5 plus 7 will be equal to general period of cos, okay, divided by this 3, okay. So period of this 3x plus 5 plus 7 is 2 pi by 3, alright. So now what about the second one? Tan 5x, okay. Just now we have studied that period of tan ax is general period of tan, that is pi, divided by this a, pi by a. So period of 5x will be equal to how much? General period, that is pi divided by 5. So pi by 5 will be the period of tan 5x, okay. Period means function will repeat itself after that period of time, right? Okay, this was first, this is second. What about the third one? Okay, third one, see, is 4x plus 9 divided by 5. Let us rewrite this, cos 4x by 5 plus 9, okay. Now what is the value of a here? 4 by 5. What will be its period? Its period will be general period, that is 2 pi, okay. Cos general period is 2 pi divided by this a, 4 by 5. 4 divided by 5. So this 5 will go to the numerator, right? It will become 5 into 2. So we can cancel this. This will be 5 pi divided by 2. So the period of cos 4x plus 9 by 5 is 5 pi divided by 2. Okay, I hope this is clear. Let us find the period of sine, modulus of sine. Okay. See this problems will be very easy if you watch my previous video. Okay, I have explained in detail each and every graph of all the trigonometric functions and their periods also, right? We learned about domain, we learned about range. Alright, so if you did not watch my video, please go watch that video, because that video is very important. In case if you are not understanding this, you haven't watched my previous video. Okay, now let us learn about modulus of sin x. Let us find the period of modulus of sin x. See, I'll change the marker. Let me draw the graph. This I explained in the previous video also. I'll explain it again. Modulus of sin x means we'll take only the absolute values. We will not take the negative values, right? So this is 0, pi by 2, 2 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 4 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 6 pi by 2, and so on. See, here 2 pi by 2 is equal to pi only. Here 4 pi by 2 is equal to 2 pi only, right? Alright. So here positive 1, here negative 1, right? So this is a positive 1 line, this is negative 1 line. We learned the graph of sine will be like this, right? At pi by 2 it will be maximum 90 degrees. At pi it will be 0 again. At 0 it is 0. At 3 pi by 2 it will be minus 1, and at 4 pi by 2, that is 2 pi, it will be 0 again. Okay, and again we have like this, we have this. This is the graph of sin x. But what about modulus of sin x? Modulus of sin x, even if we have a negative value, we should consider positive, right? So this negative values will not be there. This negative graph will not be there, right? So we'll have only positive values. See, sine 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. But mod minus 1 is plus 1. So we take plus 1 here. Okay. Now what is period of a function? Tell me. Period of a function is a period in which the function repeats itself, right? So see, from here to here, and again same values, and again same values, same values, right? So the function, this mod sin x function, is repeating after every interval of pi. From here to here it is pi only, right? This is 2 pi by 2, which means it is pi. This is pi, this is pi, this is pi, right? So the period is how much? It is equal to pi. Okay, period of this is pi. I hope this is clear. Okay, we'll solve these problems now. Okay, before solving this fifth one, I'll explain you some of the squares of n terms. See, 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, and so on up to n square. Okay, if we add this, terms, what will be the sum? We have a formula n plus 1, 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Okay, this formula is there in the lower classes as well as in mathematical induction. Okay, like, see, 1 square, let us say we'll find 1, 2 and 3. Okay, up to here, 1 square, 2 square, 3 square. So n here is equal to 3. N here is equal to 3. Okay, so what is 1 square? It is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. So what is the sum of all these terms? It is equal to 14. Okay, 9, 4, 13, 13, 1, 14. Now if you substitute n is equal to 3 in this formula, we should get 14, because this is sum of n square. Okay, so n is equal to 3. It is 3, this is 3 plus 1, this is 2 into 3 plus 1 divided by 6. So this is 3, this is 4 now, 2 3s are 6, 6 plus 1 is 7 divided by 6. 3 1s are 3 2s are, right? 2 1s are 2 2s are. So what do we have? 2 7s are 14. So 14 is equal to 14. Okay, I hope you understood this. Now we will use this formula to find the period of this. See, fifth problem, tan x plus 4x plus 9x plus and so on n square x. See, this problem is very important. Okay, many times in the exam this problem was asked for 2 marks. Alright. Okay, let us solve this. Tan x plus 4x plus 9x and so on up to n square x. So can we take x common from all these terms? See, yes, if you take x common, what will be left here? X multiplied by 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus and so on, n square will be left. Close these brackets. Okay, I hope this is clear. If you take x common, 1 plus 4 plus 9 and so on, n square will be left. This is sum of this squares only. Let's see, 1 plus 4 plus 9, 16 and so on up to n square. So can we write this formula here in place of 1 plus 4 plus 9 and so on? This is tan x multiplied by n into n plus 1 to n plus 1 divided by 6. Okay, this like this. Now we will write this x here multiplied by x tan of this. Okay, just now we have studied that tan 2x period is pi by 2, general period of tan, okay, divided by this number. Like if you have a here, this will be pi by a. Now in place of a we have this. See, this is like tan a x. X is x. What is a now? This whole part is a. So the period will be what? Period of this will be equal to general period divided by this, n into n plus 1 to n plus 1 divided by 6. This 6 will go to the numerator. It will become 6 pi divided by n into n plus 1 to n plus 1. Okay, I hope this problem is clear. Very important problem for 2 marks. Okay, now let us solve this. Find sine function whose period is 2 by 3. Okay, see, this is the reverse form of this. We were given a function in the previous cases and we were supposed to find the period. Now the period is given, we are supposed to find function now. Okay, sine function. So we know sine, let us say ax. What is the period of this? This period is 2 pi divided by a. Okay, it is in fact 2 pi divided by modulus of a will be there. Okay, now if you have sine ax or if you have b also here, it will make no difference, right? And if you have some c also here, it will make no difference. And if you have some constant here also, it will make no difference. The period will be 2 pi divided by this number a. Okay, if you have only x here, the period will be 2 pi. Okay, since we have this a, let us write a here. Alright, so we need to find the period of 2 by 3. See, this period is given to us, we need to find this function. Okay, what is the period given? Period is 2 by 3, which means this is the period at 2 pi divided by a. So from here, if we can find the value of a and substitute it here, we'll get the sine function. See, 2 and 2 will get cancelled, a goes here, it will become a 3 pi. Okay, isn't it? What is the value of a? It is 3 pi. Okay, if you substitute 3 pi here, see, if you substitute 3 pi, 2 pi divided by 3 pi, pi will get cancelled. What is the value? What is the period? 2 by 3, right? What is the value of a now? It is 3 pi. Okay, so what should we do now? In place of this a, we should write 3 pi. So this is sine 3 pi x plus b plus c. You can write some constant here. Okay, see, this is actually modulus. So if it is modulus, we can take plus minus. So you can write plus minus also here. It will make no difference. Okay, this is the correct form of the answer, but in the textbook, in the IB textbook, intermediate textbook, the answer is, see, this constant is not given, this b and this c is not given. It is only sine 3 pi x, even plus minus sign. Even minus sign is not given. This is also correct. This is also correct. But the actual thing should be this. I hope you are understanding what I am trying to say. See, if you write this, you will get the marks. If you write this also, you will get the marks. Okay? Because, see, if you have something like sine pi, 7 pi, let us say 2 pi, okay? Let us say some 7x plus 3 plus 5, the period will be 2 pi by 7 only. Even if this 5 is not there, the period will be 2 pi by 7. Even if this 3 is not there, 2 pi by 7. Even if this 7 is not there, 2 pi by 7 only, right? So we don't know whether we have C, B and K in this or not. So just to be on safe side, we can write it like this. This is also absolutely correct. This is also correct. Okay, don't get confused. Why am I writing the wrong answer here? Both answers are correct. Okay. Now let us find cos function whose period is 7. Let us write textbook answer now. Cos function whose period is 7. See, cos ax, what will be the period? 2 pi by a. Now this 2 pi by a is how much given? It is given as 7. So find the value of a from here. A goes on the other side, it will become a into 7 and 7 comes this side. 2 pi by 7 will be the value of a. Okay, so cos in place of a, 2 pi by 7 multiplied by x. Okay. This is the function whose period is of 7. Alright. I hope this is clear. And we will learn graphs now. Second Roman. Okay. Let us solve second Roman problems now. We have graphs. Sketch the graphs of this 5. Tan x between 0 and pi by 4. Okay. We did this problem in the previous video also, right? Okay. See, 0, this is pi by 2, right? And this is 2 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 and 4 pi by 2. But we need to sketch this graph, tan x graph between 0 and pi by 4 only. Okay. Now, what are the values of tan? See, tan 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees. Pi by 4 is 45. We need to plot these 3 points. Okay, tan 0 is 0. This is 1 by root 3 and this is 1. Okay. I hope this is clear. 0, 1 by root 3 and 1. So, let us take it. Let us take pi by 4 here. This will be pi by 2. Okay. Or we can write 2 pi by 4. This is 3 pi by 4. 4 pi by 4. So 2 pi by 4 is equal to pi by 2 only, right? But we need not draw graph till here. We need to draw till pi by 4 only, right? Tan 0 is 0 here. See, 1 by 3 is less than 1, right? So if this is 1, okay, if this is 1, pi by 4 will be here. This will be somewhere between this, right? So we will have a graph like this. Okay, tan x between 0 and pi by 4. Alright, I hope this is clear. Let us solve the next graph now. Okay, now let us solve cos 2x in the interval 0 to pi. Cos 2x graph in the interval 0 to pi. That means we should take the values of x from 0 to pi. So x values and cos 2x values. Let us write it in the table. Okay. See, let us take 0. See, we have a square bracket here, which means we should include this 0 and pi. Pi is 180, right? So let us take 0, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, right? So x is 0, 30, 45, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, right? The place will not be enough. Let me rub this. And x should be, yes, 120 degrees, right? Okay. After 120, 150 degrees, right? We need to add this 135 degrees, sorry, 135 degrees. 90 and 60, 150 degrees, and lastly we'll have 180 degrees, like this, right? So what will be cos 2x now? See, cos 2 into 0, this is cos 0. Cos 0 is equal to 1. Okay, so this is equal to 1. Now cos 2 into 30, cos 60. Right, see, we have cos 2 into x is how much? 30. So this will be cos 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Okay, now we have cos 2 into 45, which is cos 90. Cos 90 is equal to 0. Okay. Alright, I hope you are understanding. X is how much now? 60. So cos 2 into 60, cos 120. Right? Cos 120 is minus 1 by 2. See, cos 120, we can write it as cos 90 plus 30. Okay, what is cos 90 plus 30? Cos will change to sin at 90, right? So it will be sin 30. But in the second quadrant, 90 plus 30, see, this is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. 0 degrees, 90, 180 and 270 and 360 will come here, right? So 90 plus 30 will lie in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant cos is negative, so we'll have minus 1 by 2, because sin 30 is 1 by 2, right? So this is minus 1 by 2. I'll fill ink. Okay. Alright. Now x is 90. Okay. Cos 2 into 90, cos 180. What is cos 180? See, cos 180 you can write 90 plus 90 also, right? So this is sin 90 minus sin 90. It will be equal to how much? It will be equal to minus 1. Okay, I hope this is clear. Let me rub this part. Let me rub this also. Okay, like this we can find 120, 135, 150 and 180 also. Okay, so 180 will be equal to 1 and 120. This is how much now? 240, right? 240 is same as cos 180 plus 60. I'll fill ink in this. I'll pause the video. Okay. See, cos 240 we can write it as cos 180 plus 60, right? At 180 cos will not change, right? So it will be sin, sorry, cos will not change, sorry. Cos will remain cos. It will be cos 60. But 180 plus 60 is in the third quadrant, and in the third quadrant cos is negative. So this will be minus cos 60 minus 1 by 2. Okay. Alright. See, we have studied this all silver teacups, right? Now if x is 135, cos 2 into 135 will be equal to cos 270. Okay, cos 270. Cos 270 will be equal to how much? See, 0, 90. Cos 90 is 1. Sorry, cos 90 is 0. Right? Cos 90 is 0. Cos 270 will also be equal to 0. Okay. See, this is not cos 135. X value is 135. We are finding cos 2x value. So this is 0 now, right? Okay, 150. So cos 2 into 150 is cos 300. We can write 300 as 360 minus 60, right? 360 minus 60. 360 minus 60 will lie in the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, this is cos is positive. So we can omit this 360 and write cos 60. Okay, see, this will actually be cos minus 60, but cos minus 60 is cos 60, right? We have studied this in the previous videos. Now cos 60 is how much? This is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, now let us plot the graph of this. Zero, okay, 30 degrees, 45. These are all the values of x now. 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, 120, 135, 150, 180, right? Actually, if 30 is here, 45 will be closer, right? 60 will be here, 90 will be between this, and 120 will be here, 135 will be here, and 150, and let us take 180 here. Approximate values, this distances. These are all x values. Okay, what will be the values of y if you take this as y? Maximum value will be +1, minimum value will be -1. Okay, cos 0, 1, 30, 1 by 2. See, 1 by 2 is here. Okay, 45 is 0, 60 is -1 by 2, -1 by 2 will be here, 90 -1, like this, right? So if you draw the graph, it will be like this. 120 is -1 by 2, -1 by 2 is here. 130 is 0 again, 0, right? Okay, 150 is 1 by 2, 1 by 2. 180 is 1. Okay, maximum it is 1. This is the graph, right? This is the graph of cos 2x. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now let us draw the graph of sin 2x between 0 to pi. See, this 0 and pi are not included. They are not included. If we had brackets like this, square brackets, we can include 0 and pi. Okay, since we have curved brackets here, 0 and pi are not included. So we should not take the values of x as 0 and pi. So let us draw the table first. Okay, x value, see, we should not include 0, right? So let us start from 30 degrees. 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 30, 45, 60, 90 degrees, 120 degrees, 135 degrees, 150 degrees. Don't include 180. Pi don't include it, right? Okay, now sine 2 into x. X is how much? 30. So first value is sine 60. How much is sine 60? It is root 3 by 2. Okay, sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Okay, how can we write root 3 by 2? Root 3 is 1.732 divided by 2. Okay, will be equal to 0.8, approximately 0.866. Yes, 0.866. So this is 0.8. Let us write 0.8. Okay, now sine 2 into x value is 45. So this is sine 90. Sine 90 is equal to 1. So this is easy, right? 1. Sine 2 into x value is how much? 60. So this is sine 120. Sine 120 we can write it as 90 plus 30, and at 90 sine value will change, sine will become cos. This 90 plus theta is 90 plus 30. See, 0 degrees, 90, 180, 270 and 360 again, right? 90 plus theta is in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant sine is positive, so this will be positive. So we'll have plus root 3 by 2 again. Sorry, cos 30 is, yes, root 3 by 2. Okay, so just now we found root 3 by 2 value. It is how much? 0.866. So 0.8, let us write that much. Okay, let us find the values of sine 2x when x is 90 and 120, 135 and 150. Sine 2 into x 90, right? So we have sine 180. Okay, sine 180, 180 plus 0 we can write. Okay, it will be equal to 0 only. Sine will not change, sine 0. Okay, sine 0 is how much? It is equal to 0. So this is 0. Sine 2 into 120. So this is sine 240. Right? We can write this as 180 plus 60. So sine will not change at 180, right? Trigonometric ratios will not change. So this will be sine 60. Okay. But 180 plus 60 is in the third quadrant. So sign will be negative. So negative minus 60. This is minus root 3 by 2 minus 0.8 minus 0.8. Just now we have checked, right? Root 3 by 2 is 0.866. Okay. What about 135 now? Sine 2 into x value is 135. So this will be sine 270. Okay. Sine 270, it is equal to 1, right? See, we can write this as sine 180 plus 90 degrees. Okay. Sine will not change, 90, right? But see, this will be negative minus 1. Okay. Finally, 150. Sine 2 into 150. So this is sine 300. We can write 300 as 360 minus 60. Sine 360 minus 60. We can cancel this and write this as sine minus 60 and minus sine 60. Okay. So this is minus root 3 by 2 and again we have minus 0.8 here. Okay. Now we need to plot the graph. Okay. It is easy now, right? Just drawing and plotting this. Drawing x-axis, y-axis and plotting these points. X-axis, y-axis. Okay. Let us take x values. X is 0 degrees, 30. See, at 0 we should not draw. 30 degrees, 45 degrees will be a little closer, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, 120 degrees, 135 will be close, 150 here, right? 180 we should not draw again. So if you take this as plus 1 and if you take this as minus 1, 0.8. So see, 0.8 will be somewhere here. So let us say this is 0.8. 45 is 1. So 45 is 1. So join these 2 points. 60 is 0.8 again. So 60 is 0.8. So it will come down now. 90 is 0. 90. See, it will be like this, right? But we should start from 30. 0 is not included. Where will be 90? 120 is minus 0.8. 120 will be minus 0.8 here. 0.8 will be somewhere here, right? 135 minus 1. Little down, right? Lower. 150 is minus 0.8 again. So this is the graph. Alright. I hope this is clear. We need to draw from 0 to pi. 0 to pi are not included. If they were included, we would join this and we would join 180 also, right? I hope this is clear. Okay. Let us draw the graph of sine x in the interval minus pi to pi. See, this is straightforward. We have drawn the graph of sine x, right? From 0 to pi we have drawn. 0, pi by 2, 2 pi by 2. 2 pi by 2 is same as pi. So we need to draw minus pi by 2 minus 2 pi by 2. Let us write here minus 2 pi by 2, right? Here 3 pi by 2, here 4 pi by 2 will come, right? Okay. Here minus 3 pi by 2 and here minus 4 pi by 2. See, 2 pi by 2 is same as pi, 4 pi by 2 is same as 2 pi. Okay. Maximum value is plus 1, minimum value is minus 1. So, pi by 2 will be 90, 2 pi by 2 will be Okay, we need to draw till pi only, right? We don't need this 3 pi by 2, 4 pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2 and minus 4 pi by 2. Okay, so we need to draw till here only. Now this is 0 to pi. From here 0 to minus pi also we need to draw it. So minimum value is minus 1 and like this. So this is the graph now. From minus pi to plus pi. This is the sine graph. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now we will study cos square x. Cos square x is slightly different. Okay, let us draw the graph of cos square x in the interval 0 to pi. This is slightly different. Okay, let us take x values and cos square x here. Let us draw the table. Let us write the table. See, 0 degrees, 0 to pi, including 0 and pi, right? 30 degrees, 45, 60, 90, okay, 90 and 30, 120, 90 and 45, 135, 90 and 60, 150, 90 and 90, 180. These many values, right? Okay. See, cos 0 first. Cos 0 whole square. Cos square x is cos 0 whole square only, right? Cos 0 is equal to how much? It is 1. So 1 square will be equal to 1. Okay. Next we have cos 30. Cos 30 whole square. What is cos 30? Root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 whole square will be 3 by 4. Right? 3 by 4 is 0.75. 3 quarters, right? 0.75. Okay. Now cos 45 whole square. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 whole square is 1 by 2. This will be 0.5. Okay. And we will find the other values. Cos 60. Cos 60 whole square. Right. So cos 60 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 whole square is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is 0.25. 0.25. Okay. Cos 90 whole square. Cos 90 is 0, so 0 square is equal to 0. Okay. So see, cos values will decrease, right? As angle increases, the cos values will decrease. Okay. Now 120 degrees. What is cos 120 degrees? Whole square, right? First let us find cos 120. Cos 90 plus 30. Okay. Cos 90 plus 30 is sine 30 and it will be negative because in the second quadrant 90 plus 30 is in the second quadrant, right? So cos will be negative. So we have square also here. So this will be minus 1 by 2 whole square 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is 0.25. Okay. Will not have negative values. See, all values will be plus because we have square. And I hope you are understanding this all silver teacups. In the first quadrant, all the trigonometric ratios will be positive. Silver means S, sine and cosecant will be positive in the second quadrant. Okay. T, tan and the reciprocal cot will be positive. Cups means cos and secant will be positive. The remaining 4 will be negative. This is 0 degrees. This is 90 degrees. This is 180. 180, 270 and this is 360 degrees, right? Okay, where were we? We need to find 135 now. Okay, cos 135 is 90 plus 45. At 90 the ratios will change. It will be minus because 90 plus 45 is in the second quadrant and it will be negative. Cos will be negative. This is minus 1 by root 2. But we have square here, right? We need to find square of this. So 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is 0.5. Okay, 150 now. Cos 150. Cos 150 is cos 90 plus 60 sine 60 minus sine 60, but we have a square, right? Okay. So this is root 3 by 2 square with minus sign. So this will be 3 by 4, 0.75. Okay, the values are increasing now. 180. Cos 180 degrees. Cos 180 will be 1. See, 90 plus 90. Okay, 90 plus 90 cos, this will be sin 90, this will be minus, but it is whole square, right? So 90, this is 1 square, so this will be 1. Now let us plot the graph. See, problems in 6b are very easy problems. Okay. X axis, y axis, 0, 30 degrees. Let us take in pi. Okay. Let us write 30 degrees only. Degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, 120, 135, 150 and 180 degrees. Plus 1 is maximum, minus 1 is minimum, right? But will not have minus 1 anyways. So 0, this is 1, cos 0, cos square, x will be 1, cos 30, 0.75, somewhere here, cos 45, half, okay, cos 60 is still lower, cos 90 is 0, okay, 120, 0.25, slightly higher, 135 is half here, 150 is slightly here, this is again 180 is 1, okay. So this is the graph now, okay, of cos square x in the interval 0 to pi. Okay, this will be the last problem in this video. This is third Roman question of 6b exercise. Sketch the region enclosed by the graphs y is equal to sin x, y is equal to cos x and x-axis. See, we know how to draw sin x graph, we know how to draw cos x graph, and we know what is x-axis, right? All this should be drawn in one graph. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. 0, pi by 2, 2 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 4 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 6 pi by 2, up to pi only, right? So pi means we need till here only. Okay. Alright. See? Okay, no issues. We'll enlarge this. Y is equal to cos x. Alright, see? Suppose if this is plus 1 and if this is minus 1. So see, we know the graph of sine. Okay, graph of sine will be equal to what? At 0 degrees it will be 0, at pi by 2 it will be 90, and at pi it will be 0 again. So we'll have a graph like this. Okay, what about, see, this is a sine graph. What about cos graph now? Cos graph will start from here, right? At x is equal to 0, if you substitute x is equal to 0, cos 0 will be equal to 1. So it will start here. And at pi by 2 it will be 0. And at 2 pi by 2 it will be minus 1. So the graph will be like this. Okay. Now this is x-axis. This is x-axis. Okay. So this is the graph now. Okay. This is sin x graph. This is cos x graph. And this is our x-axis. Alright. I hope this is clear. The next video will be very important. We'll be learning formulas and doing 6C exercise.